gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tiding of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tiding of comfort and joy. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tiding of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tiding of comfort and joy. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior.
Good afternoon. Yes, afternoon. 1 second. Gotta turn down my iPad where I do my monitoring. There's a 30-second delay. Sam Tolbert, Sound of Joy Music Services, and how good and pleasant it is to be able to live stream once again and have viewers come in and watch at 5:47 p.m. down there in Ghana. Certainly do appreciate those who watch and come and view my channel from around the world. All right, I'm just listening to verify because sometimes my sound cuts out, and because I'm not monitoring it, I don't know it. So let me just turn down my iPad. How is everyone doing? Those that are acknowledging where you are and who you are, I certainly do appreciate that. Those who are in the background, as they say, I do appreciate you also. Feel free to comment. If you give me a chance, let me share this stream with my Facebook audience. Just a couple of pushes on my iPad, and we are live on Facebook. So those on the Facebook community, as always, if you want to be a part of the conversation, you'll need to come to YouTube. But thank you for watching on the Facebook feed. So another viewer request, probably not our last. We still have another Saturday, I believe, in December. Look at the calendar and make sure that I have that correct. But I like doing these Saturday lives. It sort of lets me do some other things during the week, although I still do the videos during the week, just the quick ones. But the ones that may take a little time, I like to bring them, do it live. Again, my intent is to show the concept that I instruct in. I know there are other content creators who also do gospel music, and they use their style, which I do appreciate because I also learn from them. But I like to think what has served me for over 60 years, over 60 years, over 50 years. I'll give myself a break there. Is still relative for the traditional gospel music sound, which is what I'll say 95% of the time. That's the sound I want to be able to instruct in, how to be able to hear the type of songs that were incumbent upon the musician knowing several styles because of that era of music. So I do appreciate those. Welcome, Tremont and Jose. How are you? So that gives me an opportunity to demonstrate the process that I still continue to use, even though I am retired. That doesn't mean that I am tired. I am retired, which means I've taken the opportunity to step back and let the younger generation of musicians go forward and um, etch their path in music, giving them an opportunity to look back to how I did it, you might say, because sometimes some of these songs, especially around this time of year, these Christmas songs are basically just hymns, musical hymns that are what we call standards. You're always going to hear them. Sometimes people will manipulate the music, speed it up, put a beat to it, flip it around just to change it, but it's still a standard. So I didn't write up what our requests are because there are only two of them, which is okay because that means that I've given quite a bit of music, not just this year, but in the last 2 years out that they're running out of songs to request. So one of them is, and again, you are free to also comment on a request because I'm always conscious of the live viewers who may have a song that they need a pressing song for right now. Looking at the list, there is a request for the song. Where is it? Oh, okay, that's the Mississippi Mass Choir. Can you please do Joy by Jeff Walth Hall? That's just 2 days ago. I've never heard of Joy. Well, I shouldn't say I don't heard it. I'm assuming it may be a Christmas related song. So let me go to YouTube and pull that up. Now, yes, I have been breaking some of YouTube's copyrights by allowing you to hear the music, but for me, that is the only way for you to see the whole concept. So I'll let you hear some of it, and we'll deal with the YouTube copyright things that I get back then. Okay, it's just set up so that you can hear it. Let me catch the ad. I'm sure there's going to be an ad. And there it is, the ad. Okay, I just caught the ad. Welcome to those who are watching. Now I haven't warmed up yet, so you'll get to see me warm up also. Thought I caught that. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Okay, so pushing the wrong buttons here. Come on, go back. All right, let's do this. Here it is. Okay, let's see what this sounds like. Okay, don't know if you heard that or not. Let me just look at my settings. You know what I didn't? I usually do this before I go live. I didn't verify is my camera on, and it's not. Give me a second to put this camera up. God, learn to do it now. Get right with God. He will show you how. All right, look at this. So quick to jump into the live stream. I didn't turn anything on. All right. Give me a chance to do some housekeeping here. Now we're set up. Okay. Now I didn't hear the music playing in the background, so let's see if I can hear it now. Now, generally, I don't like to have to deal with the intro, but sometimes you find in the intro you will find elements of the song in there. And when you're searching for what key the song is going to be in, you want to hear some key tones. Now, again, I haven't warmed up yet, so minors, majors, some diminished, some tritone. But you never know what you're going to hear. All right. So I'm like getting my ears in tune, getting my hands used to moving across the keys. I didn't do all my scales yet, but this is part of what I generally do to warm up, just to get my hands ready to play. There's an exercise I do where I'll do these scales and change as I go around F, G flat, G, A flat, A, B flat, B, and end on C. Just an exercise to make sure my hands are moving at the speed of thought, and that request a few good men, silver bells. Okay, we'll take a look at that. All right, let's go back to the song again. Let me hear some more of it.
Come on, put your hands together.
All right, so there's my key. Now, which note out of all those scales that I practiced could I hear the key? Not quite C. B flat? No. B flat? C. All right, I know I heard a B flat in there. So C is the key for this song. Again, perfect pitch? No. Relative pitch? Yes. I can be within a full note to a half note off from the key. That helps me find the chords which are not in the standard chord format. Request for no, not one in the hymnal for whatever key you feel like today. No, not one. Generally done in the key of F. I've got you on in the comments. Let's see what else the song is doing. All right, this is one of those songs that a musician writes, and the people they add the singing after it. This is a lot of movement to do for a breakdown live, but just want to show the concept. You saw me practicing the minor keys. I did not know this song was going to have a minor key format, but you see, I practiced that just in case I begin to hear that movement. You saw me practice diminished chords. Why? Because gospel music will go in all these directions. They'll put major, minor, diminished, minor sixes, tritones in any song, and then to be only way to be able to in a lesson format to catch it is to practice it beforehand. Let's see what else we got going here. So there's our format. I'm going to go with the harmonic minor scale. So my chords are going to come from here. So that's my format. Now that's my template. Now I want to hear how are they using that template. All right, R&B. So, and again, I press scales for one reason. Scales are the um, scales give you. I'm trying to find another way to approach it because some people talk against scales. Other creators. For me, the scales give me the outline of where they're going to get their chords from, because we're in both scales, the C minor scale and the C harmonic minor scale, one note change. The C minor scale is the E flat major scale. They're getting this chord, which you are hearing being played first, from the E flat major scale. How do I know that? Look at the notes, look at the scales. Right in the scale, that's where the chord is built from. But then they're switching over to take you back into the C minor chord family, which is the E flat major scale family. Let's listen to more.
Whenever I'm in need, for precious way.
So those are the progressions. Jazz. Now we're in the C minor, so this would be the 4, but that's a funny looking 4. 4 in the C would be here, but because we're doing this chord, this can be the 2 in E flat. So if we're in E flat, this would be the 2, 3, 4, 6. For those who do the number system, I talk to it. I'm not a advocate of it, because if I'm technically I'm in the C minor scale, this would not be the 4 chord, or the 2 chord in C minor. It would be the 4 chord. That's the confusing part I have to those who talk to the number system. Talk to the chord and where it is found. Chordiap says it's an F minor over 9, because we're still in the C range for the chordiap, because that's where our song was beginning to start. I want to miss any questions. Kush chords. What degree is added to the harmonic minor? B major. Or you might call it, it's like an Arabian sound. Actually, I missed one. That F sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then back to the 1. So yes, I made a mistake, because there are so many variations of what a chord or scale could be. The minor chord is right here. The harmonic minor adds that F sharp. That gives you this chord. That gives you that variation there. Of course, every chord is going to be built on a scale. It's just a matter of what that chord is, and then you look for the lowest note, which should technically give you the what is the father, the beginning of that chord. But again, because music is based on feeling, what is the musician, what chord is he feeling like putting in at that time? It can be almost anything until you stop to look at the notes. Basically read the lines, which is the notes that surround whatever chord. If I do this chord, let me see. Is that a C chord? Is it a B flat chord? Is it an A chord? Is it a D chord? Chordiap calls it a C9. But look at all these other notes. The minute I start taking notes off, it starts to change. So if you look at it from its generic standpoint, what root chords can you see? Well, I see E flat, and I think that's the only root chord that's in this. Is there a diminished in it? There's a tritone. There's a tritone right there. There's a augmented right there, right? What else do we have in here? There's an A minor. So who gets to who determines what this chord is? It depends upon, if you're using electronics like I am right now, it's telling me it's a C913 with a whole bunch of other stuff around it, because there's so many notes. So you start taking notes away, and it becomes a little more. Let's take away the here, and we got a C7. It's so far leading in the chord, and there's our father chord, the lowest note. But if you take that note away, it still says it's a C minor chord. But again, I'm in the C chord mode. So if I were to change that, it would call it something else. But how does it sound? Where would you use? If you saw the video that I did of my cousin singing "Mary, Did You Know," I used that chord to be the ending part. And you see, she did that in B flat. Is that right? Yes. That's the chord I used. Because I had that G in it, a little off-colored chord to give it a different sound. Back to our request, though. Again, a lot of music here.
On me, I can't breathe. I desperately call your name, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. As I leave my
So pattern. Find the pattern in the chords. So it's 4-1-4. Again, these type of songs are not traditional. This is why I have to really stop and listen where they pulling the chords from and what are they putting around the melody. Let's go ahead a little bit because it's still doing the same thing. Troubles in my day. All right, so there's key changes. What was that they doing there? Go back a little bit.
your face, I cast my cares on you, and in return, I can say, joy I've got.
Okay, so I'm hearing a little movement there. Up that scale, though.
You moved the mountain so that I could see your face. I cast my cares on you, and in return, I can say, joy I've got.
Look at the scale. Diminished chord, minor, E flat, A flat 6, my B7 or my G7, or this might be only because I practice these chords. That's how I can hear them. All right, so this song is long in the tooth. This is something I would probably do on a lesson I would do with the viewer on a consultation call because there's so much happening, and sometimes the viewers, I don't know the skill level of the viewer. Now I know my skill level. I know I can listen to it and tear it apart into pieces, but can the viewer interpret what I'm saying? Which is why I say if you practice the minor scales, not just the one minor scale, but all the different ones, even the jazz minor scale, because they're borrowing from all these different genres of music and putting words and lyrics around it. To me, it's what I call a musician-made song. They wrote the music and then added the vocals and the lyrics later. Let's get past this, see what's coming up, because it's a long song too.
For his word. Come on, we sing it like this. When you think about his goodness and all he's done for you, if you feel it in your soul, say, we got it. Hey, when you think about his goodness and
All right, so it's basing the song around what I call the R&B family of chords. So if you got this chord down, add some doubleness of the notes to get that full sound. Turn on this chord. Turn and go to your minor. Your diminished chords, your minor, B flat, E flat major. Now you can go here, 2, 5, another diminished, or here, whichever. Pick one you want. Pick what you want to use. A flat. There it is. Yeah, this has a lot of mixture of genres of chords. Let's go a little further, and then we'll go look at one of the songs from the chat. All right, so they've changed key. Okay, wow, they go there. Okay, half a step up. Let's see how they make the key change.
all he's done for you, if you feel it in your soul. When you think about his say, we got it. Hey, when you think about his goodness and all he's done for you, if you feel it in your soul, say, we got it. When you think about.
Okay, just straight up. Now, again, for those who don't use the transpose button, look at the chords. You see where the chords are. In order to transpose up, do it slowly. Go up here, seeing where the hands are, and then go up. There it is. So from here to here. What I used to practice when I was a youngster is that I would look at the chords and I would just go down, just so I know, get my hands trained to move. So now I know they're here. I can double that up. Or so if you know the E major scale, those are the same notes in the E major scale, which is why if you're playing in E major, it's almost like playing in C sharp or D flat minor. so now they're in the new key.
His goodness and all he's done for you. If you feel it in your soul, say, hey, when you think about his goodness and all he's done for you.
All right, so again, for the viewer who requested this song, these are going to be your chords in the key change. And if they come out of it, they're going to go to the There we go. That's your turn key to get out of it. Now we're up in C sharp in this case, right? Or D flat, because we didn't change the Chordy app. All right. Don't want to leave the chat out of this. I did say I would do something for a guitar player who's watching me from Georgia. Now, have I ever learned to play guitar? I held one. I learned the notes of a guitar. I could play C, F, and G, and I hated it because, number one, it hurt my fingers to press on those strings. I know how to tune one. Let me see, E, A, D, G, B. No. There we go. So I know how the proper way to tune it. Tune the first fret, for 5 frets down, 5 frets down, 5 frets down on the next key, 5 frets down. But the last note matches the first note. Yes, I do. That much I understand. I know the strumming. Again, it hurted my fingers, especially my thumbs and my fingers, because I wanted to play piano. My father put a cheap guitar in my hand, first of all, one of those plastic ones you get for Christmas. And I hated that, but he wanted me to learn to play guitar, and I did not. I wanted to learn to play piano because I could hear more notes on the piano than I can on the guitar. I think he put a bass in my hand, too. I didn't like that. Same thing. Bass. Those are the bass notes. Yes, I learned the concept. That's why when I do bass, when I play bass on my right hand, when I'm playing chords, I'm thinking like a bass player. What notes would I want to play if I were a bass player? But I said I would do a song in the guitar mode just for our viewer coming in. So let me pull up the AI singers, because I do have pre-programmed voices for Christmas songs, and I can put one of them in the guitar mode. Chance for the singers to come up. Let me change my point of view so I can look at the correct monitor. Yes, I like the multi-purpose. Let's see, which Christmas song? Let's go into the Christmas folder. Let's see. Angels with Head on High, Go Tell It on the Mountain, Hark the Herald Angels Sing, Joy to the World, Mary Did You Know? We'll do Mary Did You Know. That's a good guitar. What key are we in? In C minor. Let's put it in. I'm going to change the key. Guitar players like to play in the key of E. So it's going to start in E. That's going to be too high. Let's lower it down and let's bring in a tenor, a male tenor voice. I had did it for a soprano. Let's change our vocal to, let's go to Hayden. I use sorrow a lot. Let me hear it. All right, you didn't hear that. Let me switch to this page. Let's make sure The vocals are getting over. Let's adjust volume.
Mary, did you know that your baby...
Okay, vocals is getting there. This is the great part about technology, that I can create a song and practice chords with it just at the speed of thought. So let's pull up a guitar patch on my Yamaha. Let's pull up Spline. Gotta get my minor scale chords in. All right. In honor of our guest who's a guitar player.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you delivered will soon deliver you.
I didn't put a loop on that. Should have looped it. All right. Put on a loop so that I can play it over one more time.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you delivered will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you delivered will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know?
So my keyboard guitar skills are not as good as I would like them to be. That is why I have invested in a software which is going to help do a better job than I could. But I like to always multitask, and I encourage musicians, if you have a keyboard that gives you multiple sounds, take advantage of that. Don't allow that value that keyboard has to go to waste. You paid for it, so you may as well listen to how a guitar player plays. That's a good way to build your muscle skills, especially when you're doing quartet singing. You want that. Anyway, let me look at the chat to make sure I did not leave anyone out. PJ Guitar wanted No Not One, and we'll stay with the chat. We only had two requests that were on my queue. We did the first one already. Let me just look back. No Not One, the hymn. Is that what the next one? Okay, we'll go to that No Not One. Just moving around my microphone, trying to get it out of the shot. Again, welcome to those who are watching from the YouTube channel. Guess you want to be in the shot. Switch modes. There is not a friend like the lowly Jesus. No, not one. A lot of musicians don't like hymns, and I'm still trying to encourage musicians that if you want to learn how to write songs, experiment with learning how hymn songs are written so that you could see the template. I know the chords may not fit with you, but you'd be surprised. You can assign any kind of chords to a hymn because it's just musical notes sung in most cases a major key format, which means you can now borrow chords from a lot of different genres. Let me turn my Chordy app to key of, because you said any key. It's in the key of F, but let me verify that. I'm sure it is, having played it for so many years. But as I say, if you have a reference book like this one, almost any hymnal, they all go to the different standards. Where am I looking up? No, not one. Is that right? No, not one. I want to make sure. Yes, no, not one. Only because the melody of the song can be too high if someone is singing it. Now, if it's just an instrumental, you pick any key you want. But if someone is singing it, you always want to be conscious, where's the highest note? Especially if it's a congregation. You don't want them passing out. No, there it is. I thought I just saw it. No, not one. Hymn number 308 in this book. Key of F is what I thought. Now, the hymnals have the writings of the composer of that day, which is why it's so good to learn to sight read. Okay, I'm going to put that away. No one plays it like the timing or the metering in the hymnal because it becomes boring. Some might say that's as bland as white bread, but you want some butter or some gravy on it. That is the like peanut butter and jelly on whole wheat bread. No, not one. No, not. So the 1, 5, 2 rather, not 3. I'm thinking of the bass hand. 4, 1, 5. There's my 5. There's my 1. Now, those are your generic chords. Key of F. Your generic chords, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then reverberates back to the 1. You pick from that template. You know where the melody is going. You know the generic chords that you can attach to it. But now you explore and find additional chords that were not in that scale. I put a 7th in there. Flat 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flat 7. A whole new tone. A diminish. Passing tone. No, not. Did I like this chord? That's all that is. 5. These are jazz chords. Melody stays the same, but now look at all the chords that I can now put underneath the melody. Change the pattern. None else can heal all our more chords. Soul. D. Nope. I hit a chord in my head. There it is. All the different what I like. Welcome. Did I catch a live? Yes, you have caught a live, and welcome. All the different genres of music you can add around a melody. None else can heal, none else can heal all our soul diseases. These are all, how can I put it, flavoring tones. Melody stays the same, but all these chords are the ones that a lot of musicians have not investigated because they've heard them in so many songs, but they haven't reached out to those songs to try to see if any of those chords fits. The gospel walk up. All I've done is go on a different version. There it is. And I was hearing too many notes. No, not traditional, a minor, but put that seventh on there. Not a seven, a diminished. What are we calling this? Yeah, diminished chord. Not one. No, not one. Now, passing tone. These are all passing tones. Jesus knows all about the troubles, or the struggles. I gotta look at the words. He, now go to contrary, will, passing tone to get to the 6, guide to the 4, till 3, back to the 6, the day to the 2, is done, the 5, all movements. Now straight is to the 1, but I like going to the, was it 7? There's 3, not, to the friend to the 6, the 5, 1, 4, like the, we'll go straight 4. It's just straight 4, but we'll go this sus chord, right? Add 2, they call it. Okay, add 2. Diminished chord, Jesus. Now, pick a lane. F minor is A flat major. So if you want to go and change the chord, go up to A flat. Back to your 5 and the 1 chord. No, not 1. Now, because this song can be done very slowly in a lot of churches, how much time do you have to add more chords? No, not traditional. One. So for me, when I played hymns in my church for all those years, goodness, I played hymns probably for 48 of the 48 years that I did play. I would always use the KISS method, KISS. When I heard someone use this as a preacher use it, keep it simple, uh, Sam. Keep it KISS. Keep it simple. So which means get the congregation involved first. Setting the tempo. No, not one. Keeping it simple. No, not one. Passing tones. None. Now I can go what? Go some Hawkins. This is the Hawkins chords. All hours. So these are 2-5-1s. 2-5-1. 2-5-1. Now how am I calling these 2-5-1s? Look where my lowest notes are. In D flat, in D, this is the 2, 2, 5, 5. There's the 1, 1. Now I'm going to B flat, 2, 5, 1. Throw my diminish in there. Jesus. Now if I want to do another 2, 5, 1, go to A flat, 2, 5. But now the 1 is going to be back in the F, or the C rather. No, not one. And again, I'm just borrowing passing tones in other keys. No, not one. Passing tone down the scales. Jesus. Straight nose. 1 or 3, 4, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 6, 2, 5, 7, 3, 7, right? 7, 3, 6, 5, 4, 5, 1, 4. We'll stay right there. 3. Now I'm going to go the walk up. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. That's all that is. Just changing it. Just for a different tone. 6, flat 6, 5. Stay in the 5. Stay in the 5. All these chords are in the 5 mode. The 1, all these chords are in the 1. They're just passing tones. Oh yeah, well yes, I think you can use it. I use Sam. Well, I think in the preacher that made that same acronym used the word silly. Keep it simple, silly. I changed it to keep it simple, Sam. And that just helps me to, first of all, establish the melody of the song for those who are listening who don't know the correct melody or who want to sing along, which is why you want to pick keys. That's your highest note in this song. Most congregations can get up here, but you can't keep them up there long. Some guys get comfortable playing in A flat, and they think every song that's a hymn should be in the key of A flat. That's way too high. Learn every key and get a comfort level by applying the basics. This is just the basics. These are the basics. me see. Minor, minor. There it is. A G7, C7. No, G7. There. What? Why am I not? Oh, minor. Okay, I forgot to think. D minor is same notes in D minor are in F major. Is where you start. I was thinking F minor, and I wasn't F minor. I was doing the. Anyway, that's if you played For Every Mountain. For Every Mountain is in F, key of F, but it's really using D minor chord. For every mountain. There's your D major. Hallelujah. For this B major, E major, A. Scales are such a beautiful way to tear apart and deconstruct a song. I hope that gives you, PJ Guitar, a look at the hymn, No Not One. And the approach that I always use is learn the basics, the melody of it first, understand what chords are in the number system. Now that I know that there is now that I acknowledge a number system, which I never learned, I had created my own way of hearing chords in the context of a scale. That was my number system, which was kind of like 3-part harmony singing, which helped me figure out I can switch chords around. Without even thinking about it. Because I knew, understand where the highest note was and the location of all the notes beneath it. Let's see if I have, and again, I want to thank those that are watching from Facebook channel. You do, with your viewing of my channel, you help me to look at whether or not what I am demonstrating live and in recorded videos, that I'm actually passing on the message of music to the, not just to the listener, but to the musician who wants to add to their current skill level. Just looking at your comments, I don't want to miss anything. Explain when you borrow from A flat. When I go into this gospel run, this chord is in A flat. And that's where I wind back into A, into F. If I stay in A flat, but if I borrow and come back down into F, the song Safe in His Arms, I know I'm saved, I know I'm saved, He shall hide me. There it is. I am His arms. There it is. That's what I mean by borrowing from the chords found in another key. Because in F it would be. Let me see. That's your scale, which is another version of getting from in the circle of fourths or circle of fifth from the 1 to the 5 or 1 to the 4, depending upon the direction you go. These other chords will take you right there. Now, it's not a C chord, but it is supporting the tone you want. 2, 5. Half a step up. 5. Walk up. I guess that's the difference right here. That would be 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. But change the notes. The whole tone changes because you go into another range, another keys, chords to get the same effect. There it is. And the more notes you add, the fuller it sounds. Now I just changed the bass to give me that change. When you discover, and it's not a secret. Again, no one is hiding all these changes from you. They're just not letting you know how they're using them. They're right there. The A flat major scale has always been there. But when these musicians figure out how to use it and they don't show you, which is how I came up, musicians would not show me anything, which is why when I began to develop a discipline of listening, what do I hear the musicians who don't show me their chords playing, and where are they getting them from on this platform? Which this is the platform right here. If you don't know that this exists, you won't hear that they are borrowing notes from this key, A flat major scale, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3 in the A flat major scale. But in the F major scale, which uses the same notes as the F minor scale, which uses the same notes as the A flat major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, now becomes 6, 5, 4, 6, 5 in F minor. So what chords are there? What chords can you put there to give a tone? Diminished chords. A minor chord, which is the classical tone. And you're going to resolve to a major chord. So what? Minor, diminish, minor, major. But if you don't know that, that's a minor, major, minor, major. Just with a bass line going up the scales. Again, making it simple. Add more. Oh, that's the note I'm hearing in the video that the musician would not share with me. That's the chord he's doing there that he wouldn't share. He put that back in there. Once I hear a musician play, he doesn't have to show me his hands. Just let me hear what he's playing. I'll find the notes. Why? Because they're not hidden when you know where they are. Welcome, 28-hour Austria viewer. There's a lot of that in Ricky Dillis. There is no way. Good practice. Original created the There Is No Way Chicago Mass Choir, I believe. So I learned the original way. Everybody else is adding on, giving their musical approach to it. But the song really hasn't changed. And believe A flat is the key that they did it in originally, or is it G flat? I think it's A flat. Drop two. Burdens. Again, there's that walk up. I practiced in an A sharp, but those chords, actually, they're technically not 5-3-1, but it sounds kind of like it, almost constant. Oh, no problem, PJ Guitar. I was fueled to do this years ago by the musicians who would hide their chords from you. I'm standing right there as a youngster, 13 or 14, and they would literally stop playing when they saw me come near the keyboard, especially if they were on the organ. They would push all the drawbars closed so I couldn't see what their drawbar settings. And I just, you know, you don't know what goes in the mind of a youngster who has a hunger to do something, and they're looking for someone to um, explain, if not explain, direct. Hey, go tell your parents to go buy you this piano 101 book, and then you'll learn it the correct way. But when and I'm understanding this a lot more as I get older, up in years. Musicians are just selfish with what they spent time learning, believing that it was a gift of God to them. I have no gift. I am not. I often say I'm not a. People have commented on me, and this is part of what I do on this live is to also have a chat from a musician standpoint. I'll stay here. People would call me professor. I would say no, I am not a professor. I have not sat under someone who's more skilled than I am, giving me the path to become proficient in the art of performing music. I sat under a professional musician as an instrumentalist who showed me the appreciation of music by looking at it on paper. If you were to put sheet music in front of me outside of a hymnal, I can read the notes on the hymnal because it's a limited amount of notes. It's a note and a lyric underneath. That I can interpret. But if you put actual sheet music in front of me, I'll have to sit there and go, okay, what key are they in? Okay, I see the key. I know the key signature. I know the time signature. I see the pace. But dotted quarter notes I know, half notes I know, 32-second notes I know. But now I got to sit there and go, okay, what are they doing? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I messed up. If you put sheet music in front of me, piano sheet music, that's what I would do. If you play it and I listen to it, I'll hear and look at the sheet music. I'll be able to follow along to see what's going on. So I marvel at the professional pianist who has actually took that time and lost a good portion of their life dedicating themselves to the study and the articulation of playing a piano. That wasn't me. I was a youngster who played in a church who wanted to be able to sound like the other musicians that I heard playing on the organ because nobody would play the piano. That's how my opportunity came to me. Nobody wanted to play the piano, even though it was a Steinway, 6-foot Steinway. But so when I sat down to the piano, and you hear me using the piano mode 100% of the time, that's where I cut my teeth in church. Not learning how to play, but now approaching it. 'Cause I learned on my mom's spinet piano. This is what I learned on. That's a little bit. It was that. That's how my mom's piano sounded like. And then I began to figure out, well, gee, okay, how do I get to this note? Oh, like play the scales like this. So I'm playing the scale wrong, thinking I use my thumb. So, gee, how can I get back there? That's the incorrect way to play the A flat major scale. Not till I got a book in my hand. You start the A flat scale with your second finger, not with your first finger. But because I learned how to do this on my own, I got comfortable doing that. Because now I could find all the notes that were above that. Wrong, of course, but it gave me a starting point where other musicians would not. So when you see me do any video that I do, whatever key the song is in, we're going to start with the major scale, playing it the correct way. If the song is in D, or rather, we'll go G flat, you see me start your scales the correct way. Second finger, third finger. No, second finger. Now I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. Now I gotta look it up. One of them starts on the third finger. Okay. Thumb underneath, thumb underneath, thumb underneath. There we go. Thumb underneath, thumb underneath. Pinky is not only way involved in this scale. The correct way is the thumb and the 3 fingers here. 4 fingers are the G flat major scale. So you can float underneath and get comfortable playing it. Again, so much conversation that I have about the basics of music, but this is what was not shared with me from the skilled, and I'll call them skilled because they were better than I was, musicians of my younger days. And I had made a vow that I will not hide, as you can see. And I often say on the YouTube platform, I was the first to have a camera above overhead showing my keys. Everyone else saw me, and as they began to elevate their content creations, they put their camera up too. And then I started to put the names of the notes. I would type them in on my software, and then they began to type the name of the notes in on their software. And then they jumped ahead because they had the finances to get the computer software that showed the notes. And when I was able to financially compete, and I see the Cordy app has closed itself down again. I got to figure out what this is. I don't know if it's the software or my connection. There we go. I began to get the software that they were using so that I could show the name of chords and you could see the notes for those who need to see a physical reference of where the note is. This is always going to be C, no matter what range you play it in. It's always going to be here. It's a C. It's a C here. It's a C here. It's a C here. No matter what chord you pick to choose, it's a C here. But there are some that have to have that assurance that I'm what the name of the note is that I'm playing. Me, I just have to hear it, and then I'll hear where C is. And of course, I have relative perfect pitch. Welcome, Gwen. Relative perfect pitch. So I'll always know. Sometimes I'll try to hum C, C, D flat, E, E flat. Let me see. F. So I'm relative. F, C, F, A, C. No, F. Yep, F, A, C. There we go. Got it right. So if I can hum it, as I'm listening to it, I'll know I'm in the range of what I want to do. Ba, ba, da, 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 dum. Didn't do the G flat because I could hear that I didn't do the G flat. Mm, mm, D flat. So I'll be able to hear the chords just by humming it, which is how I had to learn chords to memorize what I thought it sounded like and then try to replicate it by humming it because I'm not a singer. Thank God for AI. Now I can sing through AI. But that's the struggle that I had. No books, no chord books to show me this is the name of this chord in this key. I had to hear the song. When I was learning, what are some of the songs that I had to learn? Can't even think of them. It was so long ago. But I had to imagine in my mind before I got to the keyboard what the fingering would be. I would, I would. A lot of people, maybe you don't do this. I would do this on my desk at school and imagine that I'm playing, just so I can have dexterity and movement of my fingers. I would make believe I was playing a chord so that when I got to the piano, as long as I lined up my fingers correctly, I could play that chord. This is what I would do when I was in school as a youngster, trying to remember what those chords sound like. Bum 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 bum. This should be the G flat. I'm gonna keep on bum bum bum. But I knew that was the G flat would give me my diminished sound. But now you don't have to do that. You have, I won't say hundreds, but every time I get on my YouTube feed, I see a new content creator teaching music coming up. And then I go and I listen to what they're doing, and I go, okay, are they going to teach me something? And if they can, I subscribe. If they can't, then I don't. But I do come back to see at what other area of growth are they doing. Ghana, I believe I was going to do something for my Ghana viewer. Hope you're still here. There's a world, let me pull up, what they call a world patch on this keyboard, which I think gives me the different sounds of the different tones, I should say, of the world. Here we go. So let's see what we have that would be relative to the sound you would normally hear. Now, again, sound is multicultural. Let's see what that is. This is a multicultural patch. Let's do something Christmas. Joy to the world. Key of D flat. presented the sound that you are familiar with. Again, sound music has changed so much now that oh, Africana. Never had this. Try this patch. See what this patch is. Oh, okay. A little more drums. All right, Africana patch. And again, it's scales, melody, assigning chords. I did traditional chords, I went to contemporary chords, I did some gospel chords, all supporting the melody. And again, thank you for those that are still here and watching. Make sure I have not left anyone out. EAT, eat. What did I do? Did you hear my stomach growling? I did eat. Made me a burger before I came down. Welcome, Goodwin. I missed you from Kansas City. Dietrich. Oh, a few good men, silver bells. A few good men, silver bells. I'm assuming that's a YouTube song. Let's change my point of view. I may have to replace this arm. It is not behaving as it usually does. There we go. A few good men, silver bells. I know the song. Few good men, silver bells. Ah, there it is. Oh, okay. I gotta be careful of this one. Again, some things I cannot air vocal or musically because they'll come after me. So this one I'm gonna have to listen to. I can't share it with you. Go on mute a second. Okay, so I had to hear what key was the number one. It's in the key of D major, and then hear how were they approaching it because they started in it with an actual R and B flavor. Then they finally resolved it out of the song, and then went into the traditional. Yeah. So now they're using the R and B chords. I'm using the chords that that I am approaching it with. Theirs are staying in the R and B format. Okay, we'll play along with it. I gotta go on mute so that you can't hear, so I can just picture their chords. Be right back. Okay, so they're staying in the number system. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 again. They're in this format. Of course, they have the R&B beat in the back. I got an R&B beat. I use it a lot. Let's pull it up. Again, take advantage of what your keyboard gives you. Let's see. Where is it now? Come out of here. Go here. Where's my R&B beat? Nope, not this one. I have 3 performance tracks to go into. Okay, actually 8 different tracks. Just to give a context. All right. There it is, R&B, slow, and love songs. So let's see. We're gonna slow this down because they do the songs slow. Slower than that. A little faster than that. Trying to get the tempo. Okay, this beat is not going to give me what I want. Let's see. Because I have several R&B beats. Double dip? No, that's the up-tempo one. Okay, let's go here. Should be, here we go, R&B. East side of low and slow. I think this one may give me what I want. Let's see what else we got here. Hip Hop Girl, nope, 30 South. It's about 20 different I have to go open up something. So be right back. Gotta run upstairs.
God, learn to do it now. Get right with God. He will show you how. Down at the cross, where He shed His blood. Get right with God. Get right with God.
Sorry about that. I had to run upstairs and assist in the opening of something for my wife. Hopefully you enjoyed the one of the shorts that I put up on the YouTube channel, Christmas time. No, that's not going to give us what we want. Okay, let me come out of that. Go back to where we were. So the song is in the key of D. So it's got the 1 in it. It's got the 2 in it. And then they resolve to the 5 with this chord. Silver Bells is a good song in scale practice. E, G. Scales are again, the map, the blueprint. If you don't know the melody of the song, learn the scale. All of a sudden you will see that these notes are right there. Then you can involve the different changes. Welcome, Nathan. I still need those chords for A Few Good Men, Silver Bells. They're not using a lot of chords. They're in the 1, the 2, and the 5. Well, let me listen some more. Make sure I didn't miss any. Be right back. There are not a lot of chords. 1, 4, 4, 4, 5, 1. That's 80% of your chords. That's the chorus. The verse, 1. You can go to 3, 4, 5, 1. And then Silver Bells is just the 2, the 5. That's your Silver Bells. The 2, the 5, back to the 1. Now you can see my left hand is doing bass and support chords because the melody is so low. The melody's right down here because it's some gentleman singing, which means if you're going to put the chords beneath the melody, you can't use all those fat chords. Or can you? You can use that chord in there. There's your fat chord, your fat chord, your fat chord. Change it up. Your fat chord, fat chords. Fat chords, fat chords, fat chords. It's just about placement. It will be. If you want to go traditional gospel, Christmas Day, or turn around. B, E. There it is. Your 5, which is your A. Diminish. D. And there go your chords. It is a formula that has been used for, I won't say hundreds of years, because classical music did not use all these number system chords, but they did use the diminished and the minor chords in their classical music. And all I'm doing is just borrowing those same chords. Help is on the way is nothing but a 5-3-1, right? I actually did Help is on the way for one of my Patreon members. Was it in D flat? Again, I washed these songs out of my mind once I learned them. Hold on. I think that's how it went. the highest note will lead you to the chords. I believe that's how the song went, and I think that was the key. Now, without going back to it, hold on to 4, 5, help is on the way. Let me just touch on that for a little bit for 28 because he has been a supporter of the channel. Make sure I'm in the right key. Help is on the way. There it is, Whitney Houston. Let me go on mute a second. Okay, G major. No, no problem. No, again, I just listen to it. And those are the chords that I practiced when I was younger. Of course, those are like the Hawkins chords. E, there it is. Diminished, minor, diminish, minor, diminish, minor, resolve on a 5 chord with a C bass. Yeah, songs like that, what you want is the chord progressions that they use, because you can apply them to any other song. If I was doing Hark the Herald Angels Sing in key of G, using those progressions, I'd have to pick the spot that they would fit. There's the change. Oh, hark the hair. There's the chain. Old angel. There's that same. That's how I'm able to hear chord changes in any song that I'm playing, because I would have heard that chord change passing tone to take me from 2, 5, 1, and I can apply it at any given time to any song, no matter what it is, because all it is a way to get from one key or one chord to the next. You can either go straight, see, hark the herald ain't straight, those sing, or hark the past rolled angels sing. Glory to the newborn King. Hear that change? Hark the herald angels sing. Glory to the newborn. I can stay there or go to E flat. I'll stay in the 4 and do let the class contemporary music does. King, and in the 4. It's only a mystery when you don't know, if you don't look behind the veil of the music. When you look behind the veil, all of a sudden you go, wait a minute. I know those changes. They got those changes from. She got those changes from. And they just applied it in another song. 28. The difference between the 251 and the 315 is what key do you want the chord to be associated with. If you want to associate it to the root key of the song, then it's 3. Is it 351? 441. Let me see, the 415. 41 514. Yeah, 514. If I'm in the key of G and I want to associate, if I want to stay within the family of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, then it becomes 4, 1, 5. But if I want to associate it with where it's going to land, then it becomes 2, 2, 5, 1. Because I want to associate it with what key that it's going to land in. It's half a dozen of one, 6 of the other. It's the same from a number system standpoint. It's how easy it is for you to get that across to the person who's learning the song. That's why I say the number system was designed for studio musicians who never play with each other, so that they make sure they wind up on the same chord at the same time. When you start applying it to a church music, then you start to confuse, at least you confuse me, because I'm like, well, what chord are you going to play in the 4? That's a 1 chord in the key of this key, but it's a 4 chord in the key. Okay, here it is. And it's a 4 chord, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the key of G, but it's a 1 chord in the key of C. So what chord are we going to play in the key of G? Or are you going to play the 4 chord in the key of G as the 1? I'm like, okay, now my head is spinning. Let me hear the chord. Oh, so this is the chord you want played at this point. Because that's a 1 chord. That's not a 1 chord, but because if that's the designated as the root key, the 1, then that's a 4 chord in the 1. That's a flat 7 chord in the 1. This chord is in the 1. This chord is in the 1. Which one is going to be the 1 chord? Who's the 1 chord? All of them. Why? Because the lowest note is considered the root, or where it all begins from. The chord you select is what gives you the sound. 1, 1, 4, 5. Or is it a flat 7? Of course, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, flat. Which is it? 5. Let me see. 5, 4, flat 7. No, is it a 1 chord in F? Otherwise, it'd be a 2, 5, 1. Again, pick your poison. Pick your poison. The last note, for me, the lowest note determines what key it's in. Again, from talking, not explaining, but talking to the number system. Because I'll hear the jazz channels, which I also subscribe to, talk about when they go do the 251, they'll use both, depending upon what key they're going to end in. They'll say, oh, you're doing a 251 in E flat. What is that song that uses those songs? Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. 1. chestnuts. 2, resting on an open fire. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, this is a 2-5-1 or is this a 5-1-4? It's both. 2-5-1 in F. 3-6 in back in the C. 2, another 2-5-1, but in E major. 2-5-1 in E flat. 2-5-1 in C. It makes it easier when you're giving a path to where your chords are going. Melody, scales. 2-5 in F. Now we're in the 6 of C. 3. Now is this a 2-5-1 or is this a lowest note gives me a flat 5, B major, or if we're in the key of E major, 2, right, F sharp, B, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 in E major. Now we are we the 4, flat 7 in E flat, or are we the 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 5, 1. But now we're going to C. So 2, 5, 1. What is the easiest way to be able to understand it? Well, if you speak Spanish, speak Spanish. If you speak Austrian, speak Austrian. Whatever works where you are, where you can communicate to other musicians. Because the one person who doesn't need to know what they're doing musically is the person doing the playing. It's when you have another person sitting next to you or across from you and they start playing. Let's see, how can I do this? I want to go into record. Well, first of all, let's do this live. I need to change the sound first. We're going to play with a trumpet player, sax player, E flat sax. Alto. Going to do a live track using my keyboard, and I'm going to play along with it. Record. Where's the record button at? Chestnuts roasting on. I'm redoing the messed that up. Messed that up. Let me redo that. I'm messing that up so bad. Let's see. Can I erase that? Press enter. Please stop audio recording. Okay, press stop. I did press stop. Press enter. Let's do this again. Enter. No. No. Record. Press enter to record. Okay. Chestnut roasting on it. messing this up. Really no. Memory. Alright, so I messed up a bit, but I want to show the combination of the chords that you put there. Save file, yes. And come out of here so I can change to a piano sound. I messed up that first part, so but you'll hear it messed up. And this is how you're going to learn how to adjust to playing. Okay, that's not what I want to do. All right, let's go play, internal. The last one I did. Here we go. 2-5-1, 2-5-2. There we go. 2-5-1. Got frustrated. 2-5-1. 2-5-1. 2-5-2-5-1. 2-5-1. 2-5-1. 2-2-5-1. 2-5-2-5-1. 2-5-1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 2-5-1. 2-5-1. 2-5-1. Yeah, I kind of messed that up, but the idea was that, or the concept was, all 2-5-1 chords in different keys to support where the melody is going to land. Now, if I stayed in the key of C, you would have had a lot of flat 2-5-1s. You're like, well, what do you mean by flat 2-5-1s? Well, flat 2-5 is my flat, flat 2. No, 4 is that one. 3, 1, 4. Yeah, it would have been 3, 1, 4. All right, 3. If I was still in C, no, there's my flat 7. My flat 7 is flat 7, 1, 4, which makes no sense. It's easy to say 2-5-1 in F. Lots of toys and goodies on the sleigh. Every mother's child. Easy to say 2-5-1 in E flat is going to sigh. To know that range is 2-5-1 in 2-5-1 in G. There's 1, 2, and there's my G1. Easy to say that versus going 7, 7. Oh, it's 6, 2, 5. Easy to say 2-5-1. So again, all these numbers, because I was never trained to play piano, by a musician who relied on the number system as their guide. My guide was the notes and the chords that I hear that support the notes. So if I hear a change, I can't tell you what this would be in the number system. I can't unless I just stop and look at where my left hand is. All right, so there was one more song which I did not cover that was in the request. So let me go pull that up and see, because we covered the Joy song, which is a musician's song. Good to Know Jesus by Mississippi Mass Choir was next on the only two on the list. So let's see what that sounds like. Good to Know Jesus. There it is, Mississippi Mass Choir. I covered this because I see where I've already viewed it. So this one has been done already. I'm not going to redo it again. Generally, when I've watched a song already for a lesson purpose, I'll see that it's shown me I have looked at it. Let me just pull it up real quick, make sure. Okay, yes, I did do this one. So I would ask that viewer to go back to one of the earlier lives. I did cover It's Good to Know Jesus already. I'm trying now to not extend these videos, these viewer requests, well past the 3 hour mode. This is not the last one for this year. Again, I want to thank those that are viewing from Facebook and those of you that are viewing with everyone here live. Oh no, I was just doing what was I just doing? Have yourself a Merry Christmas. Yes, that's right, have yourself. Chestnut roasting over the open fire also is the same thing. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost listening at your low. 251. Yuletide carol with the sun on the grove. And everybody knows. Yeah, I do sing a little bit. They know that sad, sad, sad night. They know that sad on his way. Mother's child on the songs cry. They know that changes. We know how to fly. Did I mix up the two songs? Did I mix? Because again, sometimes these Christmas songs, some of them really sound alike. Now I gotta think about it. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost landing on your nose. Yutine's carol, this time to look. Everybody knows. They know that sad, sad. They didn't know that sad. Did I mess that up? You know, there's no choice for them to slay. Mother's child is gonna cry. To know that rage is, you know how to fly. So what did I mess up on Chestnuts? On have yourself a merry Christmas. I didn't mess it up. Have yourself I messed up the two songs. I'm sorry. Have yourself five. That's what I messed up on. Oh, I know this chord. Going down to G. Glad you caught that on me because I certainly didn't. I was just listening for 2-5 chords in a song that I know is Christmas related. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. It's 2-5. Get to the 1. You're 7, 3, 6 to the 6. Go 2-5 1 3. And 4. Have your That's why the melody is so important. I broke my own rule. If I was following the melody, I would have knew what chords to put there. But I was following a number system explanation, so I immediately jumped into a song that has 2-5-1 changes all over it. Now that I'm listening to the melody of "Have Yourself a Merry Christmas," I'm like, wow, did I certainly mess up that demonstration? Pentatonic scale and major scales. Now that I know the melody, I know the chords that are associated with that melody. 1, 6. I'll take a 1, 2, 1, 5, 6. 6, 2, 5, 1. 6, no 4, 6, or 1, 2, 5, 1, 7, or 5, 6, 2, 3 major, 6, flat 7, 2, 5, 1 to go to the F, to the 1, 4, there it is, 3, 2, 5, 1, but that's a 1 chord. We're going to use the C7, right? Major 7. Now we're going to G major, 2, 5, 1, the N, D, but now we're in G, which is the circle of 5s. Back to the beginning. want to go to gospel. Yourself. Mhm. Uh, Mary, Mary, Chris, diminish. And the well, yeah, I've often said you can gospelize any song. So quick. It's the next chorus that always get me messed up. B major. Ah, again, I haven't taken the time to learn the other chords, but I'm hearing it in my head, going where I think they should go. Anyway, yeah, when you learn the melody again, then you can attach whatever you want to attach, whatever style you want to attach to it. All right, so I've covered the requests, which were comments, and again, I always like to give those who are watching an opportunity to request a song. I know we're still in the Christmas season. That's why you see me picking songs that are relative to the Christmas season, messing them up, of course. Um, what have I got on my AI choir? Let's see what's, because I had quite a few there as lessons for my Patreon membership. Let's see who's still discard this. Oh Holy Night, that's a long song. Silent Night. What child is this? We've done already. Hark to Him, I've played that. Go Tell It on the Mountain. Yeah, we'll go to that one because I can apply different chords. Did I do all this? I'm looking to see if I did the entire song because I'm seeing so many lyrics here. Go Tell It on the Mountain. What key did I do this in? Looks like I did it in the key of G. We'll keep it in G. Let's change. I'll keep our soprano singer. Turn off the loop because it's a long song. Go Tell It on the Mountain, key of G. Let's change. See if we can get a more festive sound. A stack. Go Tell It on the Mountain. Over the hill. 6-3. 3-6. 3-6-2-5-1-4-6-2-5-1. Our lead soprano singer, Solaria.
Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born, while shepherds kept their watching, or silent flocks by night. Behold, throughout the heavens there shone a holy light. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born.
Oh, that's it. I didn't put a loop on it. But as you can see, you can have, when you have a singing voice to support what you're doing, you can improvise. I'm just putting on the loop so I can improvise a little bit. And we did that in G. Let's go up to F sharp. Change our piano count, a little bit more rock sound. Adjusting the microphone so I can be more comfortable. Just investigating potential chords I might want to apply. Going through the scale, let's go in F sharp. Same song.
Go tell it on
Oh,
the
A flat.
mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born, while shepherds kept their watching, or silent flocks by night. Behold, throughout the
2-5-1.
heavens there shone a
2-5-1.
holy light. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere.
2-5-2-5-1.
Tell it on the mountain
5-1.
that Jesus Christ is born. Go tell it on the mountain,
2-5-1. 2-5.
over the hills and
2-5-2-5-1.
Go tell it on the mountain
2-5.
that Jesus Christ is born.
demonstration is that in that song, I could pick straight or go into 2-5-1s to lead me to those chords. Go tell it on straight over the hill and every or 2-5-1s. Let me see, 2-5-1. 2-5-1, right? 2-5-1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 2-5-1. 2-5 or 5-1. Let me see. That'd be 2, 3, 6, 2-5-1. It's all about flavoring, and that's all these number system chords do. They give you a different way to approach any song that has a melody. Once you know the path, pick a way of how you want to get there. All right. Questions? I know I've been here now 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's a record for me. And I've never been there, never have taken this short a time. There are no questions. Let me give you another one of my AI singers singing standard songs. Why is this? Must be asking to be replaced. I'm having so much trouble aligning this up. Maybe because I'm moving it around more than I normally do. Let's see who else is on our list. Discard those changes. I haven't done "Oh Come Let Us Adore Him." And for some reason, it won't allow me to get. Oh, there it is. What key did I put this in? In G. And C. I want to go into an off key. I'm going to take it down to let's take it to the E of A major. Nobody likes to play in A major. Oh, come let's adore him in the key of A major. And let's adjust the loop points. So now I got to look at A major. Let's pull up a different sound. I know what I want. I want my, I'll go with that one. Piano and orchestra. B major, E, 2-5-1, no, 5. A major is one key that I don't practice in a lot, so I have to go through it just to hear where my chords will land around the melody. And we've got Soros, who is my strongest male lead singer. Here we go.
Oh, come all ye faithful,
Change it up.
Come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord.
Try and put in 2 5 1s. Let's try it again.
Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant.
2 5 1. 2 5 1.
Come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of
Missed it.
angels. Oh, come, let us adore
2
him.
5
Oh, come,
1.
let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord.
So I messed up on my 2 5 1s in A because I was trying to think where am I going to put them. That's why you practice. Find the notes. 2 5 1 1 2 5 1 2 5. That's the one. That's the one I missed. 2 5 1. Two, 5 1 here. That's what I wanted to do. B major. No. F sharp to B major. That's right the first time. B major to E. To E. Okay, I don't play in A a lot. But I can hear in my head what changes I want to make, and then I gotta go and research them. When I make a mistake, go back and fix it. So now that's all in place. Minor or diminished, major, diminished, major, 7, major, flats diminished on B, diminish, diminish, minor, and all this happens before I have the singer. So usually when you're playing for a singer, you want to stay as strict to the melody as chording as possible, unless they give you that opening. Usually the second time around, that's when you can add all those changes. So let's see what I can do.
Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come
can't change it. Change it.
Oh, come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. Oh, come.
So all that is going on while I'm listening to him play. Do a little classical. Phew. So I'm gonna bring this to a close. I may just come back on Christmas Eve, maybe just to revisit some of these same songs, not so much in a lesson format, but in just to play some music. Because this has always been one of my, when I was a church musician, next to Easter, one of my favorite times of years, because you only hear these songs on this stage. You don't hear these songs throughout. You don't hear these songs in July. Maybe "All Come Let Us Adore Him" you will hear in July as a praise song. B major. Another chord I was hitting in there. Again, hearing the scales in my head, and then go find it in the notes. I can stay in A, I go down to F. Go to C. G. Back to B. Back to E. And finish it off gospel with a seventh on the A. Music is so much fun. Thank you all for, again, spending another Saturday. Let's switch. Don't need the headphones on when I just having a conversation with you. Thank you all for spending some time. I'd like to acknowledge what's up with this. I think it's looking to be replaced. That's what it is. Again, for spending this Saturday afternoon with me. Let me acknowledge those who have come in because I have three screens that monitor um, comments so I don't miss anything. So Elijah from Ghana, PJ from Carlton, Georgia, Tremont from Houston, I believe, Texas, yes. Dimitrik, not sure where you're from, but we did the Silver Bells song for you. Andrew, oh, I missed you. Release Your Power by James Thomas. See, that's what happens when I don't pay attention to all three screens. We have to look at that. Release your Power by James Thomas. Let's see what that sounds like. Release your. Sometimes when I'm reading the comments, I'll see more come in and I'll start from the bottom and go up so that I can make sure I don't miss anyone. By James Thomas, I believe you had. Oh, Jimmy Thomas. Okay, let me go on mute so I can hear what this sounds like. Release Your Promise by Jimmy Thomas. Okay, just listening to it. It's in the key of F. First time hearing it, so I may not have it exactly right, but I'm about 60% in the ballpark. Be right back. So that's the first part of the song. Then the interlude. Then the second part. Repeat. So, bassline chords. Welcome, Reka Music. Bassline chords, they are within the number system. The melody, of course, is within the major scale. The chords, the bass, or the last note of the bass note is what is establishing what your chords are going to sound like. That flat 7 to establish the 4, the 3, the 5, then the walk up, or depend upon how you want to attach a chord to it, but they're all within that range of chords. Let's see what's coming up next. Go on mute. All right, chord change coming up. Okay, I'll put this chord. But then they change keys. There we go. So from to and that's where we are now. So they're following the same pattern. This change, which is a version of the 2-5-1, in a sense, it would be 2-5-1, 2-5-1. But there's just a 5 to get to the 3 or the 6, and then walk it up. So that's where we are now in the song. Let me continue, going on mute. All right, another key change. Let it go. These chords are repeatable, but in a different key change. So again, once you understand where they are placed in the original key, which was F, G flat becomes easier because now your muscle memory should take over. You will hear those chords. Go to G, muscle memory takes over. You will hear those chords. Mm, 5, 7, 1. If you're a chord, okay, we're up in G. Let's continue. Let's see if they go up again. Okay, never heard a song before, but it is apparently they're going to go up to A flat. Same pattern. So once you've learned the pattern, and it's almost near the end of the song. So patterns. Patterns are important in gospel music, especially when it's a recording. They're not looking for that live feel where they can do whatever they want, but they have to stay within a timing frame, a pattern that all the musicians who are in the sessions or the mixing room, if they bring in another musician, they want to know that that musician will also see the pattern, which is why you have your number system to help you establish what the pattern is, and then the chords will all match up. So didn't want to miss that song. That was, I want to say with Andrew. Yes, Andrew. That song, it is pattern related. Once you learn the pattern, look at the scale, look at the chords from the number system, which are the bass chords in F. How are they manipulating that chord, which means are they leaving off notes, are they adding notes? See what they're leaving off, see what they're adding. Look at the bass note, because the bass notes helps to establish the sound of that tone they want, because that's going to be relevant in all the key changes. And then, as I say, put it all together and you have apple pie, music wise. Okay, what was I doing? I was thanking everyone for coming in. So let's go back to and make sure that I did not miss another chat request. Again, I do appreciate chat. Godwin, I missed you from Garden City, Kansas City. Thank you for coming in. Three screens of chat, and I'm missing people. I think it's because so many were commenting. I want to make sure I didn't. Light Rich, who says eat. 28th from Austria. Thank you. Not sure what time you are there, but and of course Gwen for coming in. If you're still here, Nathan. I always like to acknowledge those who are supporters. Yes, and I think 28 has dominated most of the chat from Dimitrik all the way down to Reganam Music. Thank you for coming in. It's always for this entire year. I had my numbers that I posted from Facebook. Let me see if I can pull that up. For this year, they always give us a recount before the end of the year of what we've done in viewership, and I posted them on my Facebook page. I'm just pulling that up. Let's see if I can pull that into this page so that you can see how much you have been supporting in viewing and visiting this channel. Give me a chance to create a screen. Window capture. Let's do a window capture. That's not what I want to do. Just looking for the window. I have so many windows that this thing recognizes. I wanted to recognize the one I'm on. Do, 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 do. Stop growling. You just ate. There it is. So let's do some housekeeping here. Do it live. So this is my snapshot of 2024. Those of you who have been, let's adjust the camera so I'm over here, who have supporting this channel all throughout the year. This is what your support looks like. Top viewed video was the churchy organ chords. 10 things every church organist should know. I enjoyed doing that one. That gave me a chance to, let's bring it up a little bit bigger. That's what she said. That was the one that I really enjoyed doing. That was the most watched hours, which is why it has prompted me to do other organ videos, because I didn't realize how many would-be organists that were out there that actually benefited from viewing that video. The top short was, and it was a piano short, because usually when I do a piano short, I don't infringe on the copyright rules. YouTube gives the short content creators leeway when we're using copyrightable songs. So I got that one in. Let the church say amen. I believe I used in fact, I didn't use any singers back then. I see that says pro piano chords. That's the one I just played straight through up to the 60-second timer. And that got the most likes from a short standpoint. I did a couple of videos yesterday, and I thought they were going to run away with the views until the views kind of slowed down after 800. But I do appreciate that I can still get some of my short content to bring in new viewership. Generally, that's how I get my newest viewers, from doing a short, because the YouTube algorithm pushes it out there. So you may see it as a subscriber, but then it gets pushed out to everyone else's because I've got some kind of content. The algorithm thinks that they might want to benefit. And then the top live stream, which I don't remember this one. Yes, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that one. What happened in that live stream that was the top live stream? And this is my year. This is where all of you who have visited and have viewed, we've gained 5,000 currently, 5,876. I think this month we're on a pace to do another 355. So that may push us over the 6,000 new subscriber list. I think I'm currently sitting at 32,000. I'd have to pull that up to see where I'm currently sitting at. I think I'm closing in on 30, over 32,000 subscribers. Not as big as some of the other channels, but that's okay. I just enjoy those who continually not think it robbery to come and see what I'm doing on this side of music and music instruction, gospel music instruction, and content creation. While you will see some of my content go away from music. If you watched my food review, that was my because I've watched so many content creators on YouTube do food reviews and get hundreds of thousands of views of people watching them eat. I says, well, I'm not going to sit in a car and eat a burger, but if I do go out, which I rarely do, you'll get a chance to see what I experienced, and I got a chance to put some music with it, which is what I'm looking at doing for 2025. Yes, now I am growling. Excuse me. I need to drink some water. Off camera, drink some water. So you'll see some of the content change in that format. 9:41 p.m. Good. I'm glad you're not up in the wee hours of the morning as usual. 626 uploads. That's 626 separate videos. I think I'm currently at 2,780 videos so far this year. 21.7 thousand likes, 1,886 comments. So your comments actually affects how YouTube promotes my channel on other people's feeds. Many a times on my feed, I'll get a video pop up from a content creator I've never heard of. I'm like, well, why am I getting this feed? Then I got to think back, well, what did I watch in the past that YouTube algorithm says, let's pump this feed over to Sam. He may like this. And most times I'll go, yeah, I appreciate that. Any tips for learning organ foot pedal techniques? I did an old video on a Hammond organ where again, it's an old video, so lighting was bad, but again, it was the only chance I had, my first creation, that I did show some techniques. Trying to think, can I pull that video up to try and do it live? What would I have to do? I would have to connect a DVD player and pull that up. I got time. Let me see if I can do that live. What can I have you watch while I try and pull that up? Let's see if I can pull that up. I didn't make it, because of the quality of the video, I didn't cut it, I didn't place it on the channel, but I did show how I learned to play foot pedals using the heel toe method. I had on some good good floor shine shoes too. So let me put you on the be right back, let you listen to some more Christmas music. Let me see if I can change it up, and I'll see if I can get that running. Run a DVD on a live. Be right back.
Walk in the light. Beautiful light. Come where the dewdrops of mercy shine bright. Shine all around us by day and by night. Jesus, the light of the world. Walk in the light. Beautiful light. Come where the dewdrops of mercy shine bright. Shine all around us by day and by night. Jesus, the light of the world. Walk in the light. Beautiful light. Come where the dewdrops of mercy shine bright. Shine all around us by day and by night. Jesus, the light of the world.
Okay, that was supposed to loop, and it didn't. Give me a chance to try and set this up. So let's get this out of the way. So back in the early days of Sound of Joy, I was attempting to create videos for VHS tapes. And I created quite a few videos for VHS tapes. Then the DVDs became apparent to be the path because they were a lot easier to create and to manipulate as far as what I wanted to place on them. Just pulling out some. Oh, there it is. I have I bought this some months ago and I haven't used it yet, so that's a good way to see whether or not because it has it's an updated one. My original one that I have that's old, every now and then didn't work, so I had to upgrade. So if I lose you, it's because I've crashed the system. Let me, I'm going to take some devices off the system so that they don't compete. Okay, that's down, so we'll put it there. Everything's right in front of me, so it's just a matter of just Are we back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like we're back. Yes, we are back. Thought I crashed the system. I was trying to push in a connector and I pushed the off button because of where they had it placed. Let's try this again. All right, that went better. Alrighty, so that plugged in okay. Alrighty, so it sees my DVD player. That's the master DVD. Let me shut down the singers so I can see. Let me close this down. Let me shut this down. Don't save that. It just came up. Where'd it go? All right. Bear with me. I'm trying to get it to. All right. It did recognize it, and then it just shut itself down. Let's see if I can find it. And I don't see it as a device that I can. All right. When in doubt, unplug. Don't grab back here. Grab up there. Replug it back in. Oh, that's not encouraging. All right, let's try it this way. Let's pull it out of this port. Let's swap and let's put it in this port. Sometimes you gotta fake out these computers. All right, doesn't look like we're going to get to see. Something happened somewhere. Alrighty, don't give me a chance to do some to play detective. But I do thank all of you for spending some time with me. I wanted to be able to share from a DVD, which I did show put pedal techniques on. But the computer started to read from it, and then it stopped. All right, let's pull this out from here. Let's try replugging it in a different port right here. Don't touch that button. All right, where's my old drive? Doesn't like that drive. Let's see if the old drive is recognized. Problem is, how do I get? Used to be release. Just stick a pin in. The DVD is locked in the new drive, but there's a release eject hole there. I see. Just gotta find something. I usually have pins just for this purpose. Okay, will this one fit? No, too big. Bear with me. I just need a pin to release the old DVD from the new drive. When it locked up, it has it inside of it. Yeah, I have a junk drawer right in front of me. Everybody should have a junk drawer. You know what? I just need power to it. Let's see if I can get something else to give it power. I can get it out. Okay, that didn't work. One more try for. For a safety pin or a. Does this work? I'm a former technician from IBM, so if I can't get into this, I'm in trouble. Okay, I just made a pin out of a clamp. There's my pin. I should be able to stick in here and release. Come on.
Someone with a 201 area code sent a photo.
There it is. Got it out.
Said, I visited Charlene
Oh, okay, there we go. I'm sorry, I turned the muted off. Uh, it won't let me play my video that I created on my own software. It says I'm not allowed to view it. Um, Let me do this. This makes no sense. Okay, it won't allow me to view my own video on this software that I created. Well, that wasn't a. Let's try it as a window capture. Okay, that's an old view. We want a new view. I don't believe this. It will not allow me to show my own video. This is new to me. But I've never tried this. All right. I mean, I could stick a camera in front of it and do that too, but you probably won't be able to hear it. Think. What can I put it into so you can view it? All right. It's a DVD. How did I capture this file before? I thought I had this file. All right. Let me figure this out. I thought I'd saved this file. Where would I have put it if I saved it? It should have gone to... Let me change my view. I did rip this file off this DVD so that I could cut it up. I got to remember where I put it, because I've been cleaning up a lot of files that I don't use. It would have been saved as a Hammond DVD. I'm looking in my other drive, and I don't see it there. Oh, I know where I ripped it off to. I ripped it off to another computer. That's how I got it. So it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to show this file because it's saying that its viewing is not allowed from a DVD. Excuse me. I want to see if I can bring it up in a different program. It's in a DVD player program. Let's see if, oh, because it's DVD files, that's the only way you're going to be able to see it. Okay, let's do this. Let's quit that. Let's see if I can bring it up in another program. Trying to reopen it up in a different program. Doesn't allow me to do that. Choose an application. Let's choose. Who else can open up a DVD file that I have on my computer? Pro Tools, that open up a DVD file. Yes, I am frustrated. Let me do this. You gotta improvise. Never be defeated. Just challenged to do something differently. Okay. I'm going to open up the file and then use my my iPhone to show the picture. So the quality may be suspect, but at least you get to see the foot pedal. No, it won't open up. All applications, to find DVD player. DVD player, where is DVD player? That's what came up when I first loaded it on iMovie. Can I load it in iMovie? No. All right. Let's do this. Let's eject it. Sorry for the delay. I'll have to make it up to you somehow. Eject. Okay. Let's load it back in. Now, if it doesn't allow me to do it like this, then we're under the mercy of computers. Okay, there it is coming up. Okay, now let's see if this will allow me to add a source, video source, as my iPhone camera. Video capture device. Let's add a source. No, that's not who I want to be. There we go. Sorry, I gotta do it this way. Now what you don't hear is the sound coming from it. That's my iPhone looking at my monitor. Give me a chance to adjust the sound. Got two of those there? Who are you? Don't know why they got two of those there, unless I opened up one by mistake. All right, so that's the DVD playing. I'm trying to see if I should be able to capture the sound. Doing it live. Audio output capture, display capture, no. I want to capture the sound. Let's try this. Add source. Please enter the name of the source. We'll try iPhone. I can turn up my speakers. No such luck. Okay, I'll do it from my microphone then. It's gonna get a little loud. How to use this. Gonna find the foot pedal. There it is. Behind this pedal board and underneath, which can be broken. And one of the worst things a musician wants to do is to come in, press his note, and there's nothing there because that spring is broken. Proper way to rest your feet, you may not be able to see it on it, but there's a rest that is built on most benches to rest your feet, or on the rear of this board where you see my feet going. But when you're ready to play, never stand up on notes like this to get off the organ. Always work your feet off to the side. And when you're ready to play, develop the concept known as heel toe. Heel toe, heel, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, heel. When you play on the heel, you're less likely to want to stomp if you had your full weight of your foot going on it. So here's this concept again. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, heel. And we have the octave of C. Let's go down. Heel, heel, toe, sound if you were playing tuba with a band. Now you see we're not using heel here. That's a reason for that. Because we're landing straight on these two notes and we're trying to align. If you did heel all the time, your feet will get tired from being up in the air. So here you're going to use toe when you're down here. Now if you're going to go up to one of the black notes, then it's automatically toe, not heel, but toe. We're in the key of C. If we went to D flat and did the same thing, now we're toe. We're lining it up. D, E flat, E, F, we now change. We could go to octave C or down to lower octave F. F sharp, or to the octave up, G, A flat, A, B flat, B, and back to C. Now, let's put a song in here so that we can show you how the heel toe method is going to work. Another testimony song, I'm running for my life, and we'll do that in the key of E flat. You can see we're up at the toe. Yes, this is tiresome. Your feet do get tired. That's when you switch and use your bass note on your left hand, and you maybe just hang on one note while your bass hand is running. Proper way to do this is to be sitting up flat, straight, your back as straight as possible, so that you've got a full motion down to your leg, and they land on the notes. You have to lift and drop, lift and drop, lift and drop. Unless, of course, you're doing a run. Then you heel, toe. Now, these pedals are well seasoned, so they bounce a little bit. But when it's finally tuned properly, you don't get that bouncing sound coming out of it when all the pads are in place. That's when you call your organ servicer, pay him his money, let him come do his job. Here we go. Let's try the same song again. This time we're going to use our bass and play the notes that are with it. Scratch that. Now let's do the song once again, and we'll do primarily bass and do our runs if though we were using our left hand in the key of E flat. And this is what we're going to do. In that manner. Now, the speed of the song makes a difference as to whether or not you can play fast bass runs with your feet. If the song is too fast, forget it. You'll wind up hitting the wrong notes and throw your timing off. But when it's a good tempo, cut off this camera and it won't let me pull it up. I had to switch over. Um, I assigned this to the wrong. Okay, let me do this. Let's get this out of the way. All right. I was doing so much flipping around of stuff, I messed up some of the settings. But yes, that was my 2006, I believe, Hammond organ tips and techniques video. So I hope that gives you a a good picture. Most musicians now they don't play with their shoes on. Back then, I was able to play with with my floor slime shoes on. Later on, I went to a much more lighter shoe so that I could slide a little bit better over the foot pedals. But that is the concept. I don't know why I can't get the live page to come back up, but I'll end on this. But yes, that's the DVD. I'm probably going to go back, and now that I watched it over again, I think I'm going to rip this DVD and cut out some of these pieces, maybe adjust some of the color tone in it, and make it a lesson. Just from the foot pedal standpoint, I realize today everybody has a bass player, but there are some musicians that need to learn the foot pedal concept so that they don't, one, damage the foot pedals, and then they'll get the most comfortable feel for when they want to use them for whatever particular song they're doing. But those same concepts will work with your praise songs also, just hitting the right note and being able to line up with it. Don't know how many are still here, but thank you all for watching. I'm gonna have to fix all this stuff software-wise that I just messed up, but that's okay. It'll be done by the time we get to the next video. So look to see some snippets from this video placed back on here. Yeah, my other laptop has a DVD ripper program on it that allow me to rip this entire file again, or it may even be still stored on it. I have to look. But again, thanks, Sam Tobit, Sound of Joy Music Services. What did I leave off with when I was thanking all those who came in? I think I got to everyone. Tristone, yes, I see you there. You were the newest one to come in. And Sean, yes, I see you're there. Again, I always like to acknowledge the last person to come in. We see B Day, or B rather, and then Rego Nala Music. Yes, I believe you asked about foot pedals, organ bass pedal tech. Yes, okay. Hopefully that covers it for you. Wow, 5 hours? No, 4 hours. Not bad, not bad. Thanks for watching Sam Tobit Sound of Joy Music. Enjoy yourselves for the rest of this weekend and for the incoming holiday. I'm certain I'm going to go live probably within the next 2 or 3 days just to share with everyone up until the holidays, and then we'll see what happens into the next Saturday. Not a problem. Not a problem. Again, I always looked out for the next musician. No one showed me that. My father used to bug me because he had a Hammond C3 in his TV repair shop, and I would go in there and practice doing that. I would try to get my left foot as fast as my left hand in doing bass notes so that I could commit to memory what I want to hear, freeing my hands up to be able to play more fuller chords with both hands and both drawbars. This whole DVD was dedicated for the musician who is currently playing but just needs some of the tips and techniques that others would not show. I believe it was a 2-hour DVD too. Even added some snips from my cousin's practice routine, which I still can't get because he's such a phenomenal player. But I think that does it. All right. Thanks for watching. See you on the next Viewer Request Live or live in general. Take care. Be blessed, everyone.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. God rest ye merry.
Behold that star, behold that star up yonder, behold that star. It is the star of Bethlehem. There was no room found in the inn. It is the star of Bethlehem, for him who was born free from sin. It is the star of Bethlehem. Behold that star, behold that star up yonder, behold that star. It is the star of Bethlehem.